Mornings absolutely suck when you have social anxiety. And let me tell you why. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Megs, the socially awkward normie, and I talk all things social anxiety. Now, if you have social anxiety and you're anything like me, you probably also start thinking and planning your entire day in your head in the morning before your alarm even goes off. And why do I say even before your alarm goes off? Because you're too busy overthinking everything that happened the day before that you've had a crap of a sleep, and now your alarm is about to go off in 5 minutes and you're wondering why the heck you're awake because you barely slept all night. If you're anything like me, I need time in the morning to mentally prepare myself for the day, and social anxiety makes it infinitely worse. I need time in the morning to sip my tea and mentally plan my day in a sense of who I'm going to be with, who I'm going to be seeing, what am I doing, where am I going, what are my plans, because all of these things can be triggers for me. They are very hard to overcome. And not only do I need my tea, I need my daily drive. So I take about 15 minutes and I rage listen to music. Like, let's just prep my day. If I'm in a mood, it's got to be metal, it's got to be screamo. And if I'm in a poppy upbeat mood, let's do some 80s old school rock. It depends on my mood in the day, but I need that 15 minutes even in the drive in order to get myself into the parking lot to mentally get myself ready to go to work. Then when I arrive in the parking lot, I have to at least sit there for 5 to 10 minutes just mentally prepping myself to go in. And this is basically just a little bit of breathing exercises, a mantra, whatever the case may be. I sometimes change it up throughout the day. I will tell myself it's going to be okay. I'll tell myself it's all going to be fine. I just say I know these people. I know who I'm going to be seeing. And sometimes these reminders and this little pep talk to yourself is so important for me specifically, because all it does is just bring my fight or flight response down. Now, for people that don't know what fight or flight response is, it's your body's reaction to fears, to danger, and it's an instinctual response that our body does when we feel that we're in a danger zone. And people that have social anxiety live in that danger zone more oftentimes than not, especially out in public and especially around people, whether that's school, work, gym, going to the grocery store. People that we don't know tend to be a trigger point for us, and we live in a constant state of fight or flight. And this is an unhealthy response, especially for our body, and it takes a toll on us both physically and mentally. Now, this is not a state that we should be in a constant period of time or for a prolonged period of time. And when we finally reach our comfort zones, for example, home or places that we feel safe, we don't want to leave because now we're okay. Now our body is saying, you're fine, you're safe, and we don't want to go back into that fight or flight danger zone. So if you're anything like me, mornings are hard, mornings suck, and I think a lot of people can attest that mornings just suck in general. Waking up to an alarm sucks. But if you have social anxiety, there are a couple of other little additional factors that you have to think of, and you have to plan for, and you have to prep, and it's exhausting in and of itself. So by the time that you even drive into that parking lot at work, you feel like you've already had a day and you haven't even started the work day yet. You've mentally put yourself and went through the ringer, and you haven't even started the mental stresses of the day, of your job, of what you're going to be doing. And it's exhausting, so that by the time you're done work, you are done. You're toast. You don't want to socialize, so those plans potentially that you have made, you no longer want to do. You no longer want to do anything. You don't want to go to the gym. You don't want to do things for you. You're not going to want to meal prep after work. You're not going to want to do anything other than veg on the couch in your comfort zone away from people. And that is a part of social anxiety that is so hard to explain to people, is that by the time we get to work, we've already lived. We've already had a day that nobody sees. And it's hard to explain that to people that just wake up, go, and are okay just getting up, going, and doing their thing. It's so hard to explain that by the end of the day, I'm more tired than I should be. At 4 p.m., I could go to bed, but I can't, because that's just not what you're supposed to do, and it's going to screw up your sleep cycle. So a lot of these things that people with social anxiety struggle with and all of these things that people go through behind the scenes, we just need to remind ourselves that we need to be kind. If somebody is a little bit stressed, if somebody seems like they have social anxiety and aren't taking it well mentally, be kind. Because we're all just trying to do our best here. But if you have social anxiety like me and you feel these things, I hear you, and I hope that this brings you a little bit of comfort that you are not alone in feeling this way. And I get it. It's hard, but we're in this together.